Hello and salut everybody. Question of the day is, why is it forbidden to complain? Welcome to my channel, Nick's Quarantine Survival Gear. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share, like, add your comments below, and also check out the rest of my videos. Thank you very much. So, question of the day, why am I saying that it is forbidden to complain? I know one of my videos, and I told you guys that I have adopted 3 principles from the Kankuka program. The third principle on my list is the fact that it is forbidden to complain. And I'm going to discuss more about complaining in my next video. But today, I want to tell you when we are complaining, what we are actually doing without even knowing. So I know it is in our nature to complain. It is in our nature to be angry at things that we don't like, things that we ask and God didn't give us, or things that other people have done in our lives, or whatever the reason we complain. Every time something negative, something that we don't want happens, we complain. It's in our heart. Even when we don't speak it, we murmur, we think it in our body, in our heart. We complain. We complain about our countries, our cities, our family, our kids, our jobs, our neighborhoods, the way we feel, the way we look, others. We complain about God. You complain about other people all the time. Like I said, it's second nature. It comes like this. As soon as something bad happens, that's what we do. I want to tell you that it's not bad. It's not only bad for our health, spiritual, emotional, and physical health, but it's messing up our relationship with God big time. We're doing this without even knowing. So I want to share. I want to tell you how and what we need to do today so that we can strengthen and save our lives with God and have a better relationship with God and understand better. So in Exodus and Numbers, you know that with the Red Sea miracle, after the Red Sea miracle, God split the whole sea for his children of Israel to walk through. But as soon as they walked through, 3 days later, when they couldn't find water to drink, water was bitter, they started complaining. They forgot about the greatest miracle that had just happened. They forgot that God split the whole sea for them to walk through. And instead of reminding God the greatness, his power, they were complaining. And they continued to complain the whole time. And remember what happened because of their complaints? Only 2 people went to the actual promised land that God promised them because they refused to stop complaining. They refused to give God glory. Every time something happened, they complain about God. They complain about Moses. They complain about Aaron. They complain, and murmur the whole time, no matter what God did. They refuse to stop complaining. So in Numbers chapter 14, verse 11, it says, "Then God says to Moses, how long will these people reject me?" You heard what I said? He said, how long will these people reject me? These people really didn't say, I reject you, God. What they did was just complain the whole time. But God is telling them, he's telling us too, that when we are complaining, when we are murmuring, we are not appreciating him, we are rejecting him without knowing. So you know God, the children of Israel, his people, he did everything from them. He did everything for them. He did everything for them. He protected them. He saved them. He provided for them. He did everything. But these same people, he's addressing them as these people because he had enough. Because he realized no matter what he did, they refused. And I recommend that you read the rest of the chapter, because when you read the rest of them, he even expressed, he said, how long would they refuse me? How long would they turn their back on me? How long would they keep rejecting me? God had enough. He was upset. And remember, because of the complaints, they never went to the promised land. Only 2 of them went to the promised land because they refused to stop complaining. So I want to tell you today that when we are complaining about everything and anything, we are rejecting God without knowing that we are doing it. We are rejecting God. That is one thing we do not want to do. So I want to tell you that it is in our nature to complain. It is human for us to complain, and we've been doing it our whole lives. So we can't just get up and stop. In order for us to stop, we have to train our hearts, our mind, our souls to stop complaining, to forbid complaining. And we can't just do this without God's help, because we have been doing it for so long. So we need his help. So I'm inviting you to please ask God to help us, to save us from spiritual anger, spiritual jealousy, spiritual selfishness, spiritual hypocrisy, spiritual ignorance, all the bad spirits. We ask God, spiritual complaints, to save us from all these spirits. And instead of all these spirits, we ask him in the name of Jesus to give us spiritual humility, spiritual humbleness, spiritual obedience, spiritual generosity, spiritual charity, spiritual love, compassion, spiritual thanksgiving that will overcome all these bad spirits in our heart, so that we can thank him, so that we can bless him, so that we can be grateful for him, so that we can draw him closer to us, so that we can make our relationship with him better. So if you are just like I am and complains, and if you're complaining like most of us, because we're human, because it's second nature, you know that you do it. Even if you don't spell, even if you're not saying it out loud, you know that you have that spirit in you. Will you join me in asking God to help us and give us these good spirits, so that we can forbid complaining in our lives, so that we can have a better relationship with him, so that we don't reject him unknowingly? Will you ask God to help you and give you spiritual thanksgiving instead of complaining? Will you try and teach your heart, your soul, your mind to stop complaining? I'm asking you again, will you do this to see what difference it makes in your professional, personal, spiritual, emotional life, including your relationship with God? Will you try this to see? Will you? Please share this video, like if you do like it, subscribe, and also add your comments below. And don't forget to check out the rest of my videos. Thank you.